If you're holding out for the big seasonal sale, you might want to look around first, because a lot of the best deals aren't waiting for clearance tags anymore. They're already sitting on shelves right now, and in many cases they're undercutting the usual sale prices you'd expect from bigger brands. Walmart in particular has quietly rolled out a wave of new arrivals that are hitting a very specific sweet spot: practical summer gear, household upgrades, and food items that deliver surprisingly close performance to premium alternatives at a fraction of the cost. Some of these products are not just good for the price, they're competing directly with items costing 3 to 6 times more. Starting with one of the most obvious standouts in outdoor gear, the Ozark Trail 45-quart rolling cooler shows exactly how far value engineering has come. The common assumption in this category is that serious performance requires a serious price tag, but that idea doesn't hold up as cleanly anymore. The body is roto-molded in a single-piece construction, the same general manufacturing approach used in high-end coolers. The insulation is thick polyurethane foam that wraps the entire interior, and the lid seals tightly with a freezer-grade gasket once the T-latches are locked down. In practical use, that translates into ice retention that can stretch close to 5 days under hot summer conditions, which is more than enough for weekend trips, beach outings, or backyard gatherings where constant refilling is inconvenient. The heavy-duty wheels are built to handle uneven terrain, including grass, gravel, and sand, which is usually where budget coolers fail first. Compared to premium competitors that often sit in the $300 to $400 range, this model delivers most of the core performance for a small fraction of the cost, without the same financial hesitation every time it gets used or scratched. Moving from outdoor storage to food choices, another surprising value shift shows up in the refrigerated aisle with Applegate organic hot dogs. Hot dogs are often treated as a convenience food rather than something worth scrutinizing, but ingredient quality varies more than most people realize. This particular option uses beef sourced under stricter organic standards, avoids artificial preservatives like synthetic nitrates, and focuses on cleaner processing methods. The texture is noticeably different when grilled, especially due to the natural casing that creates a firm snap instead of a soft, uniform bite. Flavor holds up better under heat, and the juiciness stays intact rather than drying out quickly on the grill. What changes the equation most is pricing. At a lower shelf price compared to specialty grocery stores, this becomes one of the rare cases where a cleaner ingredient profile doesn't require a premium store budget. It shifts from being an occasional indulgence to something you can realistically serve at a family cookout without overthinking cost. Household health and cleanliness bring a very different kind of product into focus with the Hoover Spotless Mattress Vacuum. Mattresses are often overlooked in cleaning routines, even though they accumulate dust, allergens, and microscopic debris over time. Standard vacuums rarely reach deep enough into the fabric layers to make a meaningful difference. This device is built specifically for that problem. A rapidly oscillating brush system agitates embedded particles, pulling them toward a cyclonic suction chamber designed to trap fine debris. A built-in sanitizing light targets bacteria and mites at a surface level, while HEPA filtration helps prevent particles from being released back into the air during use. The result is a more targeted approach to mattress hygiene that feels closer to a specialized cleaning tool than a general household appliance. Competing devices in this niche often sit well above the $100 mark, making the lower price point particularly notable for households dealing with allergies or dust sensitivity. Back in the food aisle, sauces often reveal how branding and formulation choices influence perceived value. Heinz Pitmaster Bubbick sauce enters a category dominated by both mass-market staples and small-batch craft brands. Many premium Bubbick sauces lean heavily on branding and packaging, pushing prices upward without always delivering proportional improvements in flavor. This version focuses on a thicker consistency designed to cling to meat during slow cooking, which matters when working with ribs or brisket over long heat exposure. The flavor profile leans on molasses, vinegar, and smoke notes that feel more layered than standard supermarket options. It sits in an interesting middle zone where it offers more complexity than budget sauces while staying far below the cost of boutique Bubbick brands. For backyard grilling, it lands in a practical range where quality and affordability overlap rather than compete. Snack aisles also reflect this same pattern of upgraded basics with Ritz toasted chips. Traditional crackers are familiar, but this variation shifts the texture into something closer to a baked chip. The structure is thicker and more rigid, which improves dip resistance and extends crunch retention after opening. Flavor distribution is more even compared to many seasoned chips, avoiding the common issue where seasoning collects unevenly. Sour cream and chive stands out in particular for its balance, delivering consistent flavor without overwhelming saltiness. The value comes not just from price, but from versatility, since these chips function well both as a standalone snack and as a base for heavier dips during gatherings. Outdoor comfort gets another upgrade with folding chairs under the Better Homes and Gardens label. Folding chairs often sit in a wide quality spectrum, from flimsy budget versions to heavily priced lounge models. This particular design focuses on structural stability, using a reinforced steel frame with a higher than average weight capacity compared to typical folding chairs. The fabric is designed to resist moisture and sun damage, which matters more over multiple seasons than initial comfort alone. The reclining mechanism adds flexibility for long sitting periods, whether for reading, relaxing, or watching outdoor events. The key difference here is durability combined with comfort features usually reserved for higher-priced patio furniture, making it possible to set up multiple seating spots without a significant investment. For ground-level outdoor use, a simple picnic blanket often becomes one of the most underrated items in summer setups. The Mainstays picnic blanket changes that expectation with a 3-layer design that solves a common problem most inexpensive blankets ignore: moisture transfer from the ground. The top layer provides a soft seating surface, while the middle layer adds cushioning. The bottom layer is waterproof, preventing damp grass from soaking through. That difference becomes obvious during early morning outings or after rainfall when the ground retains moisture. Portability also matters, and the design rolls up quickly with built-in straps, making it easy to carry without bulk, compared to higher-end outdoor mats that cost several times more. This version focuses on function rather than branding. Lighting around walkways and gardens is another area where cost differences often outweigh performance differences. Solar pathway lights are widely available at low prices, but many suffer from short lifespans, weak brightness, and poor weather resistance. A more durable option under the Better Homes and Gardens line introduces improved materials, including metal housing and glass components that hold up better outdoors. The solar panel is more efficient, allowing longer runtime through the night, and the light output is more stable compared to cheaper plastic alternatives. While higher-end versions exist at specialty hardware stores, this model strikes a balance between affordability and long-term usability, especially when multiple units are needed for a full walkway or yard setup. Cooling and air circulation round out the household essentials with a 3-in-1 tower fan from Mainstays. Indoor temperature control is often uneven, especially when air conditioning doesn't distribute evenly across a room. A tower fan helps move air more effectively across spaces, improving overall comfort without significantly increasing energy usage. This model combines oscillation for wider airflow coverage, a filtration component for basic air freshness, and a low-noise mode designed for nighttime use. While it doesn't compete with high-end air purifiers or premium fans, it delivers a practical combination of features at a significantly lower price point. It is positioned for users who need functional cooling support without moving into premium appliance pricing. Not every trending cooling product, however, delivers on real-world expectations. Neck-mounted portable fans have become popular due to their hands-free design, but practical limitations become noticeable quickly. Battery placement near the neck can lead to unwanted heat transfer, especially during extended use in high temperatures. Noise levels from small motors can also become distracting over time, and battery life tends to drop faster under continuous operation. Higher-end versions improve on these issues with better battery positioning and quieter motors, but entry-level models often struggle to balance comfort and performance. In many cases, traditional fans still provide more consistent cooling without the trade-offs of wearable designs in the lower price range. Clothing basics also reflect the same value shift, with George Chino shorts. Summer apparel often forces a choice between affordability and comfort, but this category shows that gap narrowing. The fabric blend combines breathable cotton with a small amount of stretch material, improving mobility during everyday movement. The design holds up well in heat, resisting stiffness that can develop in pure cotton garments. Construction details like reinforced stitching and reliable zippers add durability that isn't always expected at this price level. Compared to mid-tier fashion brands that charge significantly more for similar silhouettes, this option allows multiple color purchases without straining budget considerations. Frozen desserts close out the food selections with a seasonal Haagen-Dazs release that blends peanut butter and roasted pistachio elements. Premium ice cream often competes on texture and ingredient density, and this one leans heavily into both. The lower air content creates a denser, creamier consistency compared to lighter mass-market ice creams, which changes the overall eating experience. The flavor profile balances saltiness and sweetness in a way that avoids the overly sugary finish common in many dessert products. While boutique ice cream brands often command higher prices, this version delivers comparable richness at a more accessible cost, making it an easy end-of-day upgrade during warm months. Taken together, these products reflect a broader shift in how everyday value is being redefined. Instead of waiting for limited-time discounts, many of the strongest deals are already embedded in current retail pricing. Some items replace premium versions almost directly, while others simply deliver enough performance to make higher-priced alternatives difficult to justify. The smartest approach isn't buying everything at once, but recognizing which categories actually benefit from premium spending and which ones don't. Outdoor gear, household essentials, food upgrades, and summer basics all present opportunities where cost and quality overlap more than expected. In many cases, the difference isn't just savings. It's getting the same practical result without paying for branding or markup.